Good day, everyone. Today, I will be representing Chapter 3, Lesson 1, which focuses on the physical environment and the conditions that should be considered before opening a business. So, by the end of this report, we should be able to first identify the conditions that must be checked before starting a business after identifying an opportunity, and second, describe the elements that make up the physical environment. So, there are two conditions before opening a business. First is the environmental scanning, and second is the availability of resources. Environmental scanning. This means studying the surroundings and market before starting the business. It includes checking the locations, target customers, competitors, and possible risks. This also helps to know if your business idea will work in that place and what strategies you need to succeed. So, environmental scanning means studying everything around the area where you plan to put up your business. This includes location, target customers, competitor, possible risk, and lastly, market behaviors. This process helps determine whether the business idea is feasible and what strategies you need to prepare to succeed. Second is the availability of resources. Before opening a business, you need to make sure that the area has everything required your operations. This includes basic utilities like water, electricity, internet, as well as transportation for customers and suppliers. You also need to check if there are suppliers for your products and workers available to help run the business. So before starting operations, you must ensure that the area has the necessary resource such as water, electricity, and internet, transport access, suppliers for your materials, and available workers for staffing. If resources are lacking, it may result in delays, higher costs, or difficulty sustaining the business. The elements of physical environment. The physical environment has three main elements. First is the climate, physical resource, and wildlife. Climate. This refers to prevailing weather patterns of where the business will operate. This includes the temperature, rainfall, and seasonal variations. Business depends on whether the venture can adapt to the local climate conditions. So, climate refers to the weather patterns of the location, which is the temperature, rainfall, and seasons. Businesses must adapt to local climate conditions to ensure customer convenience, protect products, and plan operations properly. Second is the physical environment or resource. The entrepreneurs should assess whether local resources are available for sustainable long-term operations. Availability of this resource directly affects production cost, supply stability, and long-term viability of the business. Physical resources include natural and man-made resources available in the area. Entrepreneurs must evaluate if local resources are sufficient, supply is stable, and costs are reasonable. The availability of resources affects production, sustainability, and long-term success. And lastly, the wildlife. Entrepreneurs must ensure that their business contributes to the preservation rather than being the source of destruction of the local ecosystem, of the local ecological system. Entrepreneurs must avoid damaging the wildlife. Entrepreneurs must ensure their business does not harm the local environment. This means avoiding activities that destroys habitat, supporting sustainability, and protecting the ecological balance, as a responsible business promotes preservation, not destruction. So, in conclusion, before starting a business, it is essential to conduct environmental scanning and assess the availability of resource. Likewise, understanding the physical environment, including climate, physical resources, and wildlife, helps create a business that is sustainable, strategic, and environmentally responsible. That ends of my report. Thank you.